Gotta love the French Riviera. Look at that little pink train station behind me. I've just jumped off the train. I was heading back from a day trip in Cannes, heading back to Nice, and I thought I'd get off the train at a little town called Antibes to do a little bit of exploring. I had put this little town on my B list of things to do, not because it was any less worthwhile than all of the other towns and villages I've been to, but because I wasn't sure if I was going to get time. I'm glad I have though. As it works out, before my train leaves back to Nice, I've got about 2.5 hours here, and I'm going to spend, I think, most of that exploring the old medieval old town that is inside those city walls. This looks like access to the city walls themselves. The gate is open, so I'm going to head up. I'm not sure whether you have to pay to access all of these walls. I don't really know much about the town at all. I didn't do much research before coming here, but I do believe there are going to be some great views over the marina and of course the town. There is as well a castle that is over the other side that I'm hoping to not visit because I don't think it's open for the public, but at least go and have a look at. There it is, way up there. So definitely looks like a worthwhile place to visit so far. Quick peek inside the city walls, and yeah, I like what I see. So as it turns out, this little village not only has a marina, but has the largest marina in the entirety of Europe. It can accommodate up to 2,000 boats, and boats up to 100 meters, 300 feet in length. If I turn around a little bit, you can, I'm still on the city wall by the way, the ramparts. You can see the marina just out of the old town, and you can see as well the different range of boats and ships that are docked there. The best space though is of course reserved for the local fishermen. There's the fishing boats. They are positioned there so that they can bring their day's catch back to the local market each morning. How about that? I'm not kidding, the yacht ahead has a helicopter on it. That is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before in real life. Wow. I'm now just entering the old town, and just a little bit of history. This place dates back to about 2,500 years ago, when it was a Greek town called Antipes. It was extremely important back then as a port town. It was later taken over by the Romans. During and after the Roman period, there was a lot of unrest until the 15th century, when the town became part of France. By the mid-19th century, things started to change. People started to really see the charm in the town. The yachts started arriving, the luxury hotels started being built, and things started to change quite dramatically outside of the old town. That's the great thing though about the old town here, is that it does remain pretty much the same as what it did a few hundred years ago. I'm going to have a good look around, I think, while I'm here inside the confines of the city walls. And then once I've had a look in the old town, I'm going to head over towards the castle and around the marina. These little side streets are so narrow and close that as you walk past each house, you can pretty much hear what's going on inside. Whether they're having a conversation, whether they're eating their evening meal, watching the television, listening to some music, you can hear and sometimes see everything. I am a little bit now off the beaten track. There are quite a few alleyways that are bustling with life. People eating, drinking, having their evening food. but I'm trying to find some of the more quaint, quieter side alleys to explore. Anything goes round here. So I have now left the old town and I'm walking around the marina towards the star-shaped 16th century castle over on the hill, about 10-minute walk around the marina. And I've been walking past boats and ships for the last 10 minutes, I think. It is just phenomenal. This one's probably not the best of examples. It's a bit dirty and grimy and old, looks like it's about to sink. But the vast majority here, well, my goodness, I dread to think how much they cost. There's some boats in the foreground with the castle up there on the hill. That's where I'm heading. Terrific evening. The sun will be setting in about 10 minutes and it is still very, very warm here in the south of France. Aeroplane coming in there. It's coming into Nice Airport. It's not too far away from here. That's the major airport in this area. There is an airport in Cannes, but I think it's just for private small light aircraft. Okay, see if we can get some focus as we come back down to the boats. That way indeed. That's about as close, I think, as I'm going to get to the castle. It turns out it does actually open to the public, so you can visit there if you want to. Unfortunately, it is closed, and I am still probably 5 minutes away. I'm actually in the, I think, car park of the marina. We've got a lot of smaller vessels over here. These are perhaps your, I don't know, some of them are fishing boats, some of them are small yachts and little boats that you might take to sea. And then in the background, way over there, you can see the huge mega yachts, millions of pounds worth of boat right there. It is a different world in the French Riviera, but it is nice to come and visit it and see what it's like. You hear about it a lot, and so I'm glad I did come along for the ride. I am going to, I think, take a walk back towards the old town. The sun has set now. It is getting dark. I'm going to have a walk around the old town one last time, and maybe on the city walls as well, and soak up a little bit of the atmosphere before going back to the train station, back to Nice, and ending the day there.